Yeah. Welcome back to another edition of the Cruising Podcast. I'm your host, Andrew Cruz, and today is Friday, December 15th. All right. Yeah. Yes. Oh, I'm tired. I got 10 more days of 25 days of cruising. I'm so fucking drained. But where you can find the Cruising Podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Patreon, YouTube, and anywhere else you can find podcast needs. That's where you can find the Cruising Podcast. Also, where you can find latest updates of the show is on Instagram at Cruising Podcast, also on Twitter at Nicetown Finese. Well, let me try to move this light a little bit. Put some light on the situation. Let me see. Oh yeah. A little better. Huh. Still can barely see my eyes. All right. How's everybody doing, man? I'm sorry. I'm at a point now where like I am emotionally and physically tired. And I'm gonna tell you how. I'm gonna tell you why. I've been pretty much like fighting battles that I shouldn't be having to fight, but other human beings just can't be fucking human beings. So you just have to, we try to do human shit and do extraordinary things, and you just can't. Can't all the time, man. And so I went to work today, and yeah, that happened. And then I tried to go to the gym. Well, I did go to the gym today, after work. And the problem is that I started to get dizzy as fuck as I was lifting, and I almost fell forward into the racks. And so I was like, it's time to go. We got to go. And yeah, and so I got home, and I didn't really eat, and then started watching Yu Yu Hakusho live action. Watched now the first 3 episodes. My eyes are barely open right now. But guess what? We're at episode 200 of the podcast, which is a lie. We are not at episode 200. I just started numbering them, and we're at the 200 episode numbered wise. So yeah, milestone bitches. Woo-hoo. The neighborhood is at 200 episodes. Let's go. 200 episodes, man. I don't even know what I've learned. Probably nothing. No, I'm joking. I've learned lighting, better microphones. I also now have a webcam, a better one than the one I already had, which was on the computer. But I think I'm learning a lot more about branding. Trying to get the podcast out there, man. Mostly like on Instagram and things like that. Like doing more like having more short clips coming out, and more like short clips, and Twitch and stuff. And it's just branding the podcast. I mean, just really trying to like bring the podcast to the forefront, because we about to do something. We got big things. We got big things planned. This is just 200, dog. This is just the number 200. I'm sorry. If we're being honest, if we're being honest with ourselves, let me see how many episodes it is. I know you guys are like, what? There's more? Yes, there is more than 200. There's actually 248 episodes on Spotify right now. 248. Yeah, it took me 48 episodes to start numbering them. And that's not including probably another 100 that's on SoundCloud that I need to go get. That's the next step, probably. I mean, actually, I might put those on Patreon. Who knows? I don't know. Because I have not done Patreon in a minute, because no one wants to sign up for it, because, well, I don't have enough, probably not enough content on there. I should probably have 248 content on there. But hey, we're going to start. You know what? I'm not going to make any promises about Patreon right now. I'm just going to make promises about the 25 days of Cruisemas. Overall on Spotify and Apple Podcasts is probably, especially on this new RSS feed, it's probably 240. It's not probably. There are 248 episodes on those platforms right now. Definitely not 248 on YouTube, because I stopped doing video for a second there, and because I felt like it was a lot trying to do video and shit. But what's cool is, over this year, when you meet other podcasters and things, like when you actually get out of the fucking house a little bit, you learn some things. And I've, got into the podcast partnership with the with Kamapalooza. And what's cool is that I met like some cool podcasters, some guys like, kind of just bouncing idea that, well, really they were just bouncing ideas to me. And it's crazy because I've been doing it longer than all of them. That was the crazy part. I've been, and I'm learning new things from them. I'm like, shoot. It's crazy because you see fresh eyes on podcasting. And this is why I'm on StreamYard right now, like using StreamYard as not just a podcast tool, but also, yeah, I can, it makes it a lot easier to do video on here. And it also makes it a lot easier to like disperse it. And now StreamYard has Instagram on attached to it too. So what's about to happen, which is pretty cool, is that I might just start doing Instagram lives on this joint. I would do Facebook. I have a lot of family on Facebook, and if they hear me cursing or talking about ass and titties, I don't think they're gonna look at me right. But at least they know that I like ass and titties. So that, I mean, it's a double-edged sword. You know what I'm saying? Like it kind of is. I don't know, but I'm just putting it out there. Nah, man, it's just like, yeah, we're gonna start doing Instagram live. I didn't even like StreamYard, like literally just sent me an email talking about, yeah, we're integrating into Instagram. I'm like, let's fucking go. What? So now, yeah. And I was doing Twitch on here, like just talking on Twitch and things like that. But like, I'm going to start getting on my Twitch grind probably next year. Try to get some things set up better on Twitch because like I don't know. I just got to do better on that one. I just we're going to get there. I'm not good at people. I guess that's probably my problem is that I'm not good at like promoting myself. I would need someone else promoting me for some reason. I don't know if it's me because I'm kind of shy. Well, not kind of. I'm very shy. Actually, this is the most outward thing I do in life, which is talking to the ether, to actually talk to a microphone that talks to the ether, and then just hopefully someone listens. You know what I'm saying? Like this is pretty much Andrew Cruz right here. I'm too shy. I'm scared, man. I'm a very scared person. You know how people scare me. You know, I don't know how to feel about it. I'm like Julia Roberts on that show on the movie, on the movie Leave the World Behind. If you guys have watched it yet, yeah. You guys need to watch that. Will never get a self-driving car. I promise. Unless the Cybertruck becomes very affordable. Then Andrew Cruz will be getting the Cybertruck. But all right. Yeah, man, we 200 episodes, Spotify, man. I'm happy. You know what I mean? I was trying to get on Spotify. I was trying to get my other podcast, RSS feed on Spotify for a little bit, and I was having a little trouble. And then I also like tried to do iHeartRadio, and somehow I kept getting rejected from them. So I was like, you know what, iHeart, I don't hurt you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't hurt me, I don't hurt you back, man. You know what I'm saying? Unless you guys want me part of that. That'd be cool too. All right. I ain't gonna stop you from like using pod if you need to. But nah, man. But yeah, it's kind of cool, man. It's cool because 200, like getting to this milestone again. Um, it shows that the longevity of this, man. I've been I've showed people the pod and like tell them, look, man, this is if you want to like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. And I hear from people all the time. That like really the first like comment I get is that, yo, you sound like you should be on radio. And I'm like, I don't know how to take that. Is my voice the radio voice, or do I have a face for radio? Which is okay. It's understandable. Some people are just fucking haters. But I really do appreciate those comments though, seriously, about like, oh man, you sound like you should have been on radio. And I mean, you sound like a radio personality, things like that. Man, I appreciate that. And I've been doing this for over 5 years now. This is awesome. I remember when I wanted to start it and I was too chicken shit to do it, but now we're here 5 years later and we're doing live podcasts in front of practically thousands of people. I mean, it's kind of crazy, but I'm not gonna lie, I got a little nervous. It was a little nerve-wracking, but we're gonna do better. Hopefully they allow me back in. I actually need to do the application here soon. But yeah, man, I would love to do more live locations if everybody would come out and I mean support. That'd be cool. But and since we're at episode 2000, I mean 2000, we'll get there though. 200. I want to definitely start doing doing more interviews. I like having Michael on here. Like that was cool. I love having doing the Warrior Cast with Michael. That Michael Carroll will definitely be back on the pod at some point in life, even though they don't allow me on Comic Cast anymore, which is cool. No, I'm joking. Joking. It's a complete joke. Nah, man, I love him and John, awesome team. Hopefully someday soon I will collab with WBM. That'd be great. The Witty Banter Media, man. That those guys were I've been listening to their podcast. Those guys are hilarious. I mean, you can just tell they've been good friends for a very long time. And their anime knowledge is freaking amazing. Also, Fusion High for sure. Definitely need to get in touch with those guys. Very good tag team over there. You guys get a chance, definitely check out my Compalooza CP fam peoples that was in there. I think Phantom Nerds are rebranding. I don't want to say Phantom Nerds. I think they're changing their name or rebranding to something else, which is kind of sweet. I want to see what they do with that, man. I like it. You know what I like about their content though is that it's kind of like a chill environment. Like you sit there, you sit around, and you know what it is? It's exactly how we used to watch animes back in the day. It's actually cool. That's actually cool. This part about it. They sitting on the couch just watching and reacting. That's whoa, man. Yeah, back in my day, back when I was young whippersnapper, me and my homeboy Justin Henshaw will watch and actually he's the one that really got me into watching like animes at that time. We watched Hellsing on the computer. He was like, man, you ever watch Hellsing? I was like, no. Started watching Hellsing. I was like, this shit is raw, bro. This shit is good as fuck. That was my hey man. He's the one that got me there. If anybody knows my guy, Justin, man, he was cool as hell, bro. We played tennis on. We was on the same team for tennis. He also like became a lead singer of a screamo band. It was like I remember when he got into that phase. That was not phase. I remember when he got into that. That was pretty sick, yo. He was doing like concerts and shit. That was like doing live shows. I was what? Same dude I knew. Doing screamo. That's what's up. Yeah, man. It's just 200. Fuck, yo. I've been doing 250. No, but oh, you know why it's 250? I know why it's 250. They had to have like maybe 7 episodes of Warrior Cast. I don't think I counted those numbers. No, I didn't count those numbers for sure. I didn't count those towards none. It's kind of like special episodes, whatever. But I mean, Warrior Cast was cool, man. I love just getting up on Sunday and just talking shit. I like it. But what's next? What we doing here, man? What are we getting into? So yeah, when I got home today, I watched Yu Yu Hakusho. I've watched the first episode last night, and I watched 2 more episodes tonight. I did not know it was only 5 episodes. Which why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? And then I think people are just upset because if you have watched the anime, which I have not, which I probably need to. Actually, I do need to. The problem with making anime shows is that they condense it sometimes. They condense the story. Sometimes they even change the whole story, like Cowboy Bebop did. Sorry. They change characters, change their backgrounds, all the rest of that shit. It's just like I don't know it. So I think what's good about me watching Yu Yu Hakusho is that like I don't know anything about the show. I don't know. I've never watched it. The only thing I knew about was the spirit gun. It's the only thing I knew. And like do like it was like an 80s type fit type deal. And when I was watching it, I'm just like you're watching it with clear eyes and clear brain. And I think this is why some people did like the Death Note movie because they never watched Death Note or never understood Death Note, and they were like, "This is a good movie. This is good, guys." No, it's not. It's not. They actually, what's cool is that to me, Cowboy Bebop went and got people to go watch Cowboy Bebop, which was pretty cool. I think that's the experience that people will get out of Yu Yu Hakusho because that's what I'm getting right now. It's like I'm probably after these 5 episodes, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna say it's absolute fire, gas, or whatever. I am gonna say that this might be the best anime adaptation ever. And I'm and that's like second to, I mean, and second to that would be the One Piece live action. I think the One Piece live action was amazing. Um, the one thing that I do have a problem with this show, I'm not gonna lie to you, is that I was trying to watch the English dub, and I feel like we're in 2023, about to head into 2024. I don't understand how technology has been so fucking advanced to a point to where we still cannot get a good dubbing of English voice actors on these damn shows. I don't understand it. We have all these AI tools, all this other shit, and you cannot fix their mouths to look like they're talking in English. Come on, man. What are we doing here? So I had to go watch it in Japanese. The problem is that I'm dead tired today, and I don't feel like reading. Reading is not fundamental when I'm tired as shit. And I'm trying to sit there and read it. And I'm just like, this is going too fast. I'm about to fall asleep while watching this shit. I'm not gonna lie to you though. Like I said to you guys, man, this show is it's good. It's a great, to me, people are gonna say it's great because we are comparing it to other live actions that have been utter dog shit, and it looks great in comparison. So I want people to look at it as its own entity. And to me, as its own entity, it is a great storyline. They had a great they had a great training little arc. And then, like the fight scenes have been very well done, the choreography, all of that. All when he fought pretty much the Hulk, like that was a good fight scene. That was a really good fight scene. The only the another thing that really bothers me is when you watch a training arc. This anime looks like this is one anime thing I do dislike. Like the training arc shit, like why are they so combative with like the teachers? It bothers me. And like, oh man, what am I going to train? Asking something, what do you have a lesson now? What lesson do you have now? Like, motherfucker, I'm trying to teach you something. I'll smack the shit out you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of teacher that they got. You know what I'm saying? I will beat the brakes off you. Keep talking back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just never understood why anime, like, ah, man, it's like Ichigo did it too with Kisuke. It's just like, what are we doing here? Why are you arguing? Like, you just learn how to do it and shut the hell up. Like, goodness, clearly this lady knows how to use the magic or whatever it is, and you just sitting here like, ooh, well, why am I doing this? I don't know why I'm training. Motherfucker, what? It took you watching somebody that was weaker than you to get powerful to figure it out? Fuck out of here, man. Shit, man. That bothers me a lot, man. That is a big thing I dislike sometimes. But I mean, I'm truthful about what I watch, man. I like the show so far. I got 2 more episodes left. I do like the show so far, though. I think they have definitely kept the costumes true to form. That's really good. Like once again, I know I haven't seen the anime, but I see a lot of still pictures of it, and it looks like they kept like kind of that 80s baggy look type deal. I don't understand why he's still wearing his school uniform, seeing that he does. Yeah, I've never understood it. But yeah, man, right now that's pretty much all. I mean, I've been watching Raising Kanan. I'm started watching the 3rd episode of it, and I see where everyone's annoyance is with old boy's voice, Makai Curtis's voice. Um, he's trying to it's like it's really heavy in episode 3, like very heavy in episode 3. That like he's trying to sound like post shot in the face 50 Cent, and I'm just like, bro, you can open your mouth and talk. It's okay, bro. You ain't gotta you fucking bitch, I'll fuck you up or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to do that. It's okay. You don't have a bullet in you to make it seem like that. Like 50 made it sound natural. Yours sounds very you know what that is? You know what it is? It's Bel Air for me. It is. Bel Air's a great show until everybody starts using Philly slang terms. Once people start using Philly slang terms, I almost turned it off. I really did. Like John should just come out in that John. Natural. John should always come out natural. I don't understand. Watched one of the people on there, the woman that's playing Aunt Viv. She said, "Yeah, let's get that John." That's not funny. That's not funny. That's my lingo. I say John all the time. That doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that? Yo, y'all drawing. Yo, what are we doing here? Y'all, what? It just said, yeah, I don't even think you use drawing right. And it bothers me. It really does. It bothers the hell out of me. And what do you call sprinkles? We don't call them sprinkles, we call them jimmies. You know, that's Philly terms. Stop. Stop it. Okay? No, no. Smack hands. No. Don't use that term. If you don't know how to use John in the right pretext, if you don't know how to use drawing, if you don't know how to use jimmies or anything else like that, bro, I'm telling you, stop it. I'm telling you now. Everybody knows that Philadelphia does not have the best Philly cheesesteaks. Sorry, just put it out there. Unless you go to the corner store, it's the only thing you can. You got to go to the corner shop or a Chinese store before some good cheese for some good cheesesteaks. Sorry to tell you. Sorry to give y'all some of that. Or Tony Luke's. I love Tony Luke's cheesesteaks. By the way, I was so mad. Okay, sorry. Random thought. One more. Yeah. Okay. Tony Luke's. This is why I was almost 350 pounds. Tony Luke's was open on the west side of Houston. And you guys probably don't know this, but it was on Bunker Hill. Y'all probably don't know anything I'm talking about. But the Bunker Hill exit on I-10, there was a Tony Luke's outside of that towards the Russ. Let me tell you something. When I was feeling some type of way, I would go there. And then one day I go there and the shit was torn down. Like everything that was in there that was Tony Luke wise was gone. I don't know why this happens in Houston a lot. Like it happens a lot. Like I went, there was a Rita's Water Ice in the Woodlands. I can probably drive past it right now. I'll tell you where it was. I think it's like a coffee shop now or something. Why? It's a no, not a Dunkin'. It's like its own coffee shop now. So there used to be a Rita's Water Ice, maybe like I mean, in the Woodlands. I used to go there. There used to be like 5 Rita's Water Ices here in Houston. Now there's down to the one on White Oak. Now, let me tell you something. I went there one time. One time. I've been at Rita's once. I went back again, like not that long after, maybe like a week after. It was gone. It was just, why can't we have Philly shit down here? Like, why? Why can't I have a Wawa? Yeah, like I just want one Wawa in Houston. I know you guys I know you guys love Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's is cool. Buc-ee's is a nice place. You know what I mean? It's huge. You know, they got a lot of other shit in there. You know, got some good food. Okay, that's cool. But I can't get no Wawa. I can't get one Wawa. Look, hold on. Florida gets a Wawa, but Texas can't. What we doing here? I think I just heard Kentucky got a Wawa. How does Kentucky have a Wawa before Texas? What are we doing here? And then I'm mad they took away Tony Luke's, but there is a place called I think it's called Nick's Place on Westheimer, somewhere on Westheimer. I'm sorry if you're not from Houston, you are missing out. I actually went to Nick's Place one time also. And I would like to say this one time only. That was the best cheesesteak outside of the tri-state areas I've had in ever. That was the best one. No, if you put Whiz Wit inside of my cheesesteak, we are going to fucking war. We're going to war. You would not put no aerosol can inside my fucking cheesesteak. Nobody does this shit. If you do it, you're weird. You're weird. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm into weird things, but I'm not into aerosol cans and some fucking food. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. Yeah. Yeah. It's episode 200. We coming in hot. All right. Yeah. With a vengeance. Sorry. My bad. I do miss Tony Luke's though. Actually, that was a very good. They did a very good job, man. With like, I think they had the Amorosa bread. They had the right stuff in there. They had all the right things in there. Like me myself, mine is my order is fried onions, ketchup, mayo. You know what I'm saying? Keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Don't do anything special. You know, just cheesesteak, ketchup, mayo, fried onions. All right, let's go. Ready to rock? Ready to rock. Let's get it. Large. You know what I'm saying? With a drink. Maybe some fries. I like fries. Let's get some fries. If you haven't heard from the last episode, how much I love fries. I love fries, but I hate fucking baked potatoes. But all right, my computer's about to die, and I don't feel like finding the charger. So that is the end of this episode. Dizzy for Shizzy, my nizzies. Go watch Yu Yu Hakusho live action on Netflix right now. And then once you're done with that, go watch the actual anime because I've heard it's pretty good. I haven't watched it yet. I don't know why I'm giving y'all recommendations on the anime I never watched, but hey, guess what? Here it is. Go check out Yu Yu Hakusho on Netflix. And I think if you're an anime fan, you will love it. If you haven't watched the anime yet and don't have that preconceived notion that they're gonna fuck the story up, they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that. Yeah, man, trust me, they did it with Bleach and it bothered me. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was one of those fans. I was one of those fans for Bleach. Don't get it twisted. But where you can find the Cruiser Podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Patreon, YouTube, and anywhere you can anywhere else you can find your podcast needs. That's where you can find the Cruising Podcast. Also, where you can find latest updates to the show. It's on Instagram at Cruising Podcast, also on Twitter at Nicetown Finance. And please, please, please leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, and please leave a written review on Apple Podcasts. Please also leave a 5-star review on Spotify, and let me know how you're doing on Spotify, man. I want to know. And like and subscribe on YouTube, please. And I do have some stuff on Patreon. I'm just putting it out there. It's not not nothing too crazy, but you get some time, go check out the Patreon. You know what I'm saying? Just go check it out. And So with that, I would like to say I love all of you. Oh yeah, by the way, if you do subscribe to the Patreon this month, all proceeds will go towards some type of toy drive or getting a toy, and then we're gonna donate the toy to a drive on behalf of the neighborhood, not Cruising Podcast. It's going to be on behalf of the neighborhood. So if you join the Patreon, please let me know. Not let me know, but join the Patreon. I will be using the proceeds of this month. Letting you know, it's going to be this month. I'll be using those proceeds to get a toy for toy drivers, something cool like that. So with that, I want to say I love all of you. Thank you for listening to the Cruiser Podcast. Don't do anything I want to do, and I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.